Alright lads, we've got some more Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 mods coming right up, so make sure you stay through the entire video. Check out some awesome mods you need to download today.
Oh shit, here we go again.
So firstly we're going to show you a nice simple Henry fit by Kelborn. So pretty much what this does, it adds a new armor set to the game, which pretty much looks quite well with Henry. My character's not quite Henry anymore because his face is completely changed, but you know what I mean. But the armor looks pretty awesome. It looks like you got a new hood. Pretty sure this is Lord Capon's hood. But yeah, you're using Zeke's pants, and then obviously a different version of one of the cuirasses. But yeah, overall it looks like a pretty nice armor. I actually think this fits Henry quite well. So you kind of want to play this like mercenary kind of character with a bit of gold touch to the arm pieces. It looks pretty awesome. So it's nothing too fancy. I think it looks quite well for the character, but yeah, you get a pretty decent armor set here, and the armor stats are pretty awesome.
Nice one.
So yeah, with the actual visor down, it looks pretty sick. It's nothing too flashy, but I think it looks quite well for this character, so make sure you grab this one. It's pretty decent armor and it has pretty decent stats, so if you kind of want to play as a decent knight or a mercenary kind of character, this looks pretty well to do that. So make sure you grab this one. It's pretty simple to grab, and make sure you download it with the console commands and use everything. And the nice thing about this is it actually has the actual names for Henry's armor, so as you can see it says Henry. So next up we have an actual reshade. So this is Rabbit's Realistic Kingdom Reshade. So if you're not a fan of reshades, I obviously wouldn't say download this because it will tank your FPS slightly, but as you can see with the reshade on now, and then when you deactivate it there is a slight difference. I feel like the actual shadows are darker and the world on the corners and around objects are a lot darker, mainly shadows, and the colour palette is a bit more vibrant. But you can see obviously it looks darker but also vibrant at the same time. So we're going to give you a few examples here. So we're looking at this castle here with the reshade on, and then now we're going to turn it off and I'll show you what it means. So this is what the vanilla game looks like, and it's a bit more washed out, I'd say. So this is with it off, so you can see it's a bit brighter in the darkness but a bit more washed out. Then with it on it's slightly darker, and I say the colours are a bit more vibrant. So yeah, it's completely up to you. But I recommend having a good rig to actually use this, because I have 2080 Super. As you can see with it off, I'm getting about 43 FPS. This is with texture mods included. And obviously with the reshade on, I'm getting about 35 to 36. So be warned, if you have a not as high-end rig, it will tank your FPS slightly. So you can see it's about 38 here, and then with it on, it goes to nearly 25. But yeah, as you can see, if you do like a darker interior, this reshade will be for you. I feel like it does make certain areas of the game actual darker, so interiors are darker. But the candles and the lights are a bit more redder, and it's a bit more vibrant where the actual light is illuminating from. And it's the same with the wilderness as well. So obviously you can fiddle around with the reshade tab and obviously add on what you don't want and add off what you do need and all that crap. So it's completely up to you what you want to customize your reshade with. But yeah, some areas of the game do actually look miles better, but some probably look, I'd say, maybe a little bit worse. But it's a bit more fantasy and I feel like it's a bit more vibrant, but obviously some areas are a bit more darker. So it's completely up to you what you want to choose. But I would say keeping this on. It does look pretty decent, but obviously it will tank my FPS very slightly. So just make sure you grab this one if you do like reshades. Now next up we have Sir Radzig's outfit by Hobo of Serenity. So pretty much this just adds Sir Radzig's outfit for the play character. So it's a pretty nice little outfit, and if you actually do like playing as like a nobleman, or you do actually like Radzig's outfit, you can grab it with this mod. So all you need to do is download this and use console commands. It will give you all the console commands in the description on the Nexus page, and then you can pretty much add it to your character. So the armor stats are pretty decent. It will come up as like a weird bag emblem as the actual picture. It won't have its own icon, but yeah, it's a pretty nice armor. If you do want to have a pretty swaggy get up, you can do. So yeah, it's pretty decent. I do like pretty much the entire get up of this armor. There's a lot of gold to it, so it is fairly fancy. So if you want to play as like a nobleman, this would be perfect for that. But Sir Radzig's outfit is pretty nice, so make sure you grab this one. And overall, it is a pretty nice armor set. So I don't know if you can actually get this without the mod, but yeah, this mod pretty much gives you all the console commands, so you can acquire it for your character. So yeah, it's Sir Radzig's outfit. It's a pretty decent one, so you make sure you check this one out. It's pretty awesome, so make sure you check it out. Next up we have Scarred Henry face and body mod. So pretty much this will completely change the look of your Henry. So you've got a new face model and a new body model. So as you can see, Henry does look hell of a lot older. It's basically not even Henry's face anymore. But yeah, this guy has a lot of scars and he has a bit of a stubble. Has scars all over his face, under his eyes. He looks hell of a lot worn out. I feel like he looks more like a battle-hardened character. Then his body is also scarred as well, kind of giving you that Witcher vibe. But yeah, overall, this is a pretty decent mod. It's very detailed, as you can see when I'm zoomed in the face. It is extremely detailed. I'm pretty sure it changed the eye colour to like a brown hazel colour. And as you can see with the body, it's hell of a lot scarred. All the chest is scarred and the actual back is scarred. So it kind of reminds me he's going for like this kind of Geralt kind of character. But he looks pretty well. So if you do want to play like an older Henry, someone who's a bit more battle hardened and you've got scars all over you, it looks pretty decent. Even in cutscenes, it looks pretty awesome as well. So I feel like Henry does have a bit of a baby face, so I wanted to change that up a bit. I feel like with Henry's voice though, and this body and this face, it doesn't go quite well because you think he'd have some mean grizzled voice, whereas Henry doesn't. But yeah, overall the textures on this armor or this clothing or fucking body or whatever looks pretty decent. So if you do want to play battle hardened Henry, you can go for this, and it looks pretty good in helmets as well. His face also goes quite well with any open faced helmet. So yeah, if you do want to play like a more worn out Henry, make sure you download this mod and you can completely change his look instead of having a babyface version. So yeah, just make sure you check this out. And this is what it looks like in cutscenes. It looks pretty decent, but as you can see, it doesn't really match up well with his voice. So yeah, overall it's a pretty decent mod. Textures are pretty awesome on it, so you make sure you grab this one to have a more battle hardened Henry. Now finally we have the Ottoman Sabre. So pretty much this adds an Ottoman Sabre that's quite long. If you like curved swords, it's pretty awesome.
They've got curved
and
swords.
Yeah, this detail on this is pretty decent. I think it's in 4K, and it does have some Arabic writing on the actual sword itself. It's pretty decent. It looks pretty nice little weapon. You can get two variants of it. You can get an overpowered version or one that's not as powerful. Depends on what you want to do. If you want a very powerful sword, you can go with that, or you can have the least powerful sword, which is about mid-tier stats. So yeah, it's a pretty nice weapon. The sad thing about it is it doesn't have its own scabbard, so yeah, it doesn't have one, and it doesn't attach to your belt. It just kind of dangles there. It kind of looks a bit weird, but the actual sword looks pretty awesome, so make sure you grab this one if you want a decent saber or you are a saber user. Anyways guys, cocksuckers motherfuckers, I will see you in the next one.